Joining us here on set, Bradley Beal, member of the Suns' Big Three, coming here to Phoenix with a new team, a new head coach, crazy housing market. I mean, some of the things you had up there are just priceless. Crazy housing market. So, and it's kind of interesting, too, that you bring up housing because you were a neighbor of one of my best friends growing up. I played high school basketball with here, Mark Allery.
Wow.
The D.C. area.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got the whole scoop on you.
Yeah.
You're a good neighbor. Keep
hope so.
nice
I
and
got the whole scoop.
Oh, yeah?
Because he's on my fantasy team every year.
Oh, yeah.
I know this guy does more than just score. I mean,
There
he
we
gets a
go.
couple block shots. He gets a couple steals.
Try to fill it up for
He's
you.
got some really
Yeah.
long arms, I mean, he gets some. So yeah, we're excited to have. When the name came up, I was like, oh, man. I never thought you'd leave. Well, I thought you'd be like one of the, like Dame on Portland. You know?
Well, he's gone, too, by the way.
Well,
Yeah.
Right, but that's what I'm saying.
It is crazy.
Like that was.
I know,
So
yeah.
that had to have been weird because you've been in one spot for a very long period of time. I mean, just the initial, can I really do this? And then the team that came up. I mean, tell us about that a little bit.
The whole story is it's crazy because everybody's like, Brad, you picked Phoenix. And it's like, Phoenix almost kind of picked me in the process. Like, I kind of felt like I was going through a recruiting process all over again. Granted, like you said, being in Washington for so long, it's bittersweet. You want to be there, you want to make it work, and
Right.
you're willing to do whatever it takes. But we ended up reaching a crossroads, and we had to make a decision as an organization whether we wanted to, kind of keep pushing at the same, keep turning our same wheels, or if we wanted to just break it up and rebuild and start fresh. And I have nobody but to thank Ted Leonsis and the entire, DC organization for their just true professionalism, and they believed in me for so long, and they gave me an opportunity to go try to win a championship. And through that process, I would honestly say, like, Phoenix came in as a dark horse out of nowhere, and every single day it was James, it was Matt, it was Frank, it was Josh, like, checking in, like, this is what we want, this is how we feel like you'll fit. And then ultimately Kevin and Dev signed off on it. No other player in the league was communicating to me at those levels, and so that's kind of how I always say, like, Phoenix picked me.
Yeah,
so
and then you
it's
look
kinda
at it,
matched me.
too. I mean, look at the arms race that's going on now. You got Lillard going to Milwaukee, Drew Holiday to Boston. So you guys got in there quickly to develop this Big Three. What kind of camaraderie have you guys been able to establish with some of these workouts during the offseason?
It's been amazing. From day one, once I made the decision to come here, Book and Kay reached out, and it was Book initiating. He's like, when are we getting in the gym? Like, when are we going to start working out? And so that I was really excited about that because I haven't been around that since Russ. I had Russ Westbrook as a teammate, and so to be around two guys like that, I was like, okay, yeah, this is what it's about. This is what pushing each other is about. This is what trying to work toward the championships is about. And it just motivated me even more and more and more to be better. And so I'm definitely ecstatic to be here with these two.
So every day in the gym, I know you want to kick their butt. I know this is an all-star. This is all NBA. This is all-stars, all NBA. And this is what I can do. I know you, all three of you, the way you compete, you want to win every shooting game,
everyone, every single one, playing pickup, whatever it is. Like, we guard one another. Like, we don't shy from that. Like, we compete at a high level. And that's what I love, man. Like, there's a huge respect that we have for each other's game, but we understand that we need each other to push each other to get to the next level.
And so when you went up and blocked Book's shot the first time, what did he do?
I don't know, probably came down and lit me up with a three ball the next to that shit. Like, he's gonna be aggressive at all times. So it's
You're
great.
such a humble all-star yourself because, like you even said at the podium, is there a need for a primary ball handler, a point guard? You're like, no, man, just get it up to KD or Book and let them do their thing. I mean, and get it up to you as well. How do you see this playing out?
I can't wait, honestly, because you have three guys, one who are deadly in mid-range, which is unheard of in the NBA, and everybody's like, oh, don't shoot that. But you have three guys who are over probably 50 to 60% in mid-range. And I think for the first time, and I noticed this summer from playing pickup with them, we're going to have a lot of open threes. We're going to have a lot of catch-and-shoot opportunities because the floor is going to be so spaced. So I'm definitely looking forward to the abilities to be able to just see what their strengths are, where they love the ball, and I think just the ability to be able to space the floor and us being able to be unselfish the way we are, I think it'll flow perfectly. Like, granted, it'll still be some kinks. We got to work it out. But I think just our unselfish mentality that we all have and our competitive spirit, too, will propel us in the right direction.
Well, real quick, too, before I know TC's got another question, because we watched Luka and Kyrie kind of battle, and they were almost too unselfish. It was awkward watching them late in games. How do you avoid that?
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be it's still going to be work, like, because there are plenty of times in which I hadn't pick up. I got to catch and shoot, and I'm just like, and they're like, shoot the ball. I'm like, oh dang, I'm not used to that. Like this is new. So like there's going to be those times in which you may overpass, you know, because we're too unselfish. We want to get another guy going, but you know, we have to understand that our aggressiveness is what's best for the team. And sometimes, you know, it may be K scoring 6 straight buckets. Like, I mean, that'll happen, you know. But I think just understanding that we each are capable of doing that, and we all there's one goal at the end of the day. That's all that matters.
All right,
to me.
we got to throw it over to your new teammate, Nurk.
Big Nurk.
Yusuf Nurkic. Yeah, a bit of a change at the starting center position. DA now with Nurk. We'll talk to you about that further. We've got 5 preseason games to watch you guys in action. And Bradley, just great to have you here.
Keep the smile, because we're going to keep asking you for lots of stuff.
Oh, man.
Yeah, well,
I'm excited.
You're that personable.
Ask away.
Yeah, I know.
Ask away.
All right, man. Thanks so much.
Thanks,
Let's go to
fellas.
the podium and Yusuf Nurkic.
Appreciate it.